everybody, welcome to this edition of On the Spot. I've rearranged things a little bit for the new year, and I thought that what I would do is create a series of videos called On the Spot where I just make a layout in 10 minutes or less. Obviously some parts of the layout are going to be pre-cut and things, so it might take you a total of 20 or 25 minutes, but the idea is that you'll be able to get the layout done in under half an hour and get some things accomplished. So I'll try and post one a week for the on-the-spot videos, and then I'll continue to do tips and techniques as well, but that will be labeled in a different spot on the message board for those different videos that actually teach you techniques. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I thought that we'd take a few minutes today and make a couple, well, today we'll just make one Christmas themed layout, just because I'm sure that if you're anything like me, you've probably taken a bunch of Christmas pictures and you're not going to do anything with them, because I'm horrible about scrapping events. I'm great at doing everyday stuff, but events I really struggle with. So I'm going to do this to help force me to get something done, because I always take a million pictures. And so we'll just put this together real quickly, and then hopefully that'll inspire you to get your Christmas pictures taken care of. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. That we're going to create today looks like this. You can call it either Believe, December 24th, whatever you want. It's kind of got two titles. But we're just going to use a few supplies. Again, if you don't have some of these items, feel free to replace them with whatever you do have. If you don't have a Believe word, stick another word in there. If you don't have a word at all, you can leave it off and it'll look just as, just as cute. The bingo card I got online at eBay. I love eBay because you can find a lot of unique things there. A lot of times I'll find vintage games and just buy them, for $3 for the whole game, and I'll get a bunch of great bingo cards or playing cards or just kind of fun vintage elements for that are pretty inexpensive. The December letters are Maya Road. They come in a cute little tin like this. You can see all those letters in there. And I've just covered them in glitter. This glitter that I'm using is the Making Memories Scrapbook Shimmer. But you can use any glitter that you've got. We're basically sticking with the red, cream, and black theme here, but you can see that I added a little bit of green just to kind of spice things up a bit. And if you don't know how to make these glitter letters, go ahead and just check out the video on making glitter embellishments. They're super easy. I just made these the night before I wanted to make this layout. It took me about 5 minutes to do them, and they were ready to go. So, and then the newsprint flower is from Junkets by Teresa Collins. And I haven't put this together yet, so I'm just going to take it apart so we can kind of get started with a clean slate here and show you what we've got going on. Now, I'm starting with this red sheet of basil, and I have gone ahead and rounded the corners on it because I wanted that look for this page. If you don't have a corner rounder, don't worry about it, just leave them square. But if you do have a corner rounder, just take it and, of course, pop off that edge there, and it just kind of gives it a little different look. I've done the same. This is about a 10-inch by 8.5-inch sheet of, I used, again, this is by Junkets, Teresa Collins paper, that I love. This is in her Halloween line, but you can really use it for anything, as we're seeing here, and I do use it for everything. So it's just a 10 by 8.5-inch square. Again, or I guess that's not a square, that's a rectangle. Again, I've just rounded the corners on that, and I'm just going to place this. Well, actually, I'm not going to place that yet. Hold on. And we're working with a 12-inch by 3-inch square of this black and white script paper. Use any script paper you've got. This, I think, happens to be by Seven Gypsies, but if you're looking for that exact one, I'm just going to stick a little adhesive on the 12 by 3-inch script paper. I'm going to stick it down on a layout with about an inch of the red showing down the side. I'm going to take my Junkets paper, just run some adhesive along the edges again, and I'm going to put this one on an angle, just because I like the way it looks. Stick that down. Now, for the mat for the photo, what I've done is I've taken a sheet of basil scalloped cardstock. If you don't have basil scalloped cardstock, just use, regular cardstock, or if you have shears that you can cut them, you know, a fun shape with around the edge, whatever you want, just go ahead and do that. This is kind of, it's about a 7.5 inch square, roughly, but I'm not being too particular about this corner down over here because I'm going to hide that with stuff anyways. So if you can get your scallops to match up, so just cut your first piece, which is easy because the cardstock comes in a square, so you can just cut this 7.5 inch, and then I've just pieced together another strip, cut it off the bottom. I'm going to put that together about where the corner would be to make it look like a full scallop. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just match that up right about there, so you've got a scalloped edge mat just using a sheet of cardstock. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that together here real quick just to show you how it works. Run this along here. And again, not too concerned with the edge down. Oops, didn't get my adhesive close enough to the edge. So I need this to be right on the edge. Not concerned with the bottom corner because I'm going to be covering that up with my bingo card. So there you go. Now just take the whole thing and run adhesive across it. Oops. Sorry. And I'm going to put this again on a little bit of an angle, or actually maybe I'll do that one straight. As straight as I can get, how about that, because I'm doing this sideways. Now all of these, if they turn out a little bit crooked, you'll have to bear with me because I'm kind of working at an angle here. And then I'm just going to take I'm working with a 5x7 again. I find myself doing that a lot, but if you only have a 4x6, that'll work just as well. And if you want to make your mat smaller, if you're working with a 4x6, that's great. Just going to stick that down on there. And then take my bingo card. And I use this because it had the number 24. So for Christmas Eve, I could just circle that in red. It would kind of be a fun way to show the date. And these are not, at least the ones that I have, are not acid free. So, you know, if you want to make your own out of something acid free, you can do that also, just to help preserve that. Sometimes I'm not the best about always sticking to completely acid free because I find fun things that I want to use. Now I'm going to take my shimmer word. This one is from Mombi, Me and My Big Ideas. I'm just going to peel it off the backing. I thought Believe was fun because we still believe in Santa here in our house. So, and this was her first Christmas, so kind of fun. Okay, and I'm just gonna stick this in the corner. The flower, looks like my adhesive didn't work on that, so I'm just going to add a little bit of my own to it. Stick that down in this corner. And then just go ahead and add your chipboard. Now, sometimes I'm going to make these layouts 8.5 by 11, sometimes I'll do 12 by 12. I'll just kind of vary them, but you can always adapt whatever I'll be doing to fit whatever style you prefer to do. I used to do all 8.5 by 11, but now I'm into 12 by 12, but I feel like I want to start doing an 8.5 by 11 album for this, for 2007. I like a lot of the things I've been seeing in that size, so I'll be going back and forth. Anyways, there's your finished layout, and as you can see, it uses a lot of fun things. It's fairly quick, and you can get a great start on your Christmas pictures. I hope that was fun for you, and join us next week. Thanks for watching.